Hey guys, welcome back to another good week of training. We are just preparing for the Washington DC sprint coming up in Mechanicsville. It's gonna be a pretty big race, 2 races left to qualify, but I think we can do it. All I'm gonna be doing is doing some nice recovery runs, stretching out. So 5 miles today, then 3, 2, 1, leading through Thursday. Then Friday, 6 1-minute jogs. It's the same thing we did for Asheville. We're gonna start really carbo loading a lot. So we're gonna get a decent bit of carbs in. Gonna be focusing a lot more on stretching this week. And this week also, I wanted to focus on a pretty key aspect of training that I unfortunately have been neglecting. And I think it's made some of my other training aspects suffer. Last week we kind of talked about the nutrition, and training has to be put a little on hold for this week, obviously, because we're trying to stretch out. So the important thing we're gonna be focusing on is sleep this week. So I'm gonna make sure I'm getting 8 hours of sleep. We're gonna go for cutting out a lot of stuff. So I have officially blocked a couple websites from my web browser. YouTube and Reddit are the 2 big ones where I probably lose most of my time. So I'm not gonna be tempted to stay up late at night doing something, just watching a video. Like, it's, you get into bed and you sleep, and the only entertainment I have will be reading books. So that tends to keep you up a little bit less. So I'm excited about that. But yeah, right now you can see we're back out on the trails. I'm gonna put in a casual 5 miles. Let's go ahead and knock some of this out. It's a good workout. It's super hot outside though. So this is where the focusing on sleep is gonna come in. Because I need to focus. I think the big problem with me is I wake up and then I'm not immediately out of bed doing stuff. So that's what we're really gonna focus on, is as soon as I wake up out of bed going to work out, then hopefully the rest of the day it kind of just follows from there. So that's what we're gonna be focused on. But now I'm gonna go get some food and stretch. But spend pretty much the rest of some of my free time editing together these last week's video, because I've still yet to do that. And then hopefully we can go outside and break out the new spear frame. Target's down there that I can hang, but break this bad boy out and practice my spear throws with it. So yeah, just gonna practice a little bit. All right, I've been sitting here editing for a while, but it's time to take a break. So I'm gonna grab a quick bite to eat. Then we're gonna take Einstein to the doggy park and let him relax a bit. Alrighty, gonna come out to the good old trails. We just have 3 miles today, so I think I'm just gonna head out and get a nice easy stretch in before it gets too hot today. Then we can just focus the rest of the day on relaxing, and so we're gonna go ahead and knock out a good 3-mile run. It's a decent 3 miles, you know. It was a pretty easy run. I'm happy with it. Now it's time to go in. I'll get something to drink and stretch out a little more and just get going to work for today. It's currently in the afternoon now, still Tuesday. And our good boy Einstein, who we're about to leave in the crate to go outside, he just passed his final exam for puppy class, so he's officially a graduate. Very excited for him. Now he's gonna relax and recover. We're gonna haul this fat contraption I made out and throw some spears. So feast your eyes on this monstrosity I built. And now I can do it conveniently from basically my backyard rather than carrying it all the way down that path to practice my spears. So pretty excited for that. I just brought out 2 of them with me, and yeah, we're gonna get some good work in. So realizing there are some really good things and really bad things about this. One of the really good things is I get to practice my height and a bit of a narrower left and right. It's a far more definitive, like, knowing if I hit or not, because sometimes it hits the tree and it just glances off and you're like, oh, I don't know if that counts. Like, that's a soft, you know that hit. That would have been a spear throw. The only problem with my design that I can see is you can see it spinning like this. So if I may iterate on this and add some hooks here and here to keep it from rotating, just so it doesn't do that constantly. But wow, what a fun target this is. I'm super happy I have this right now. And we're basically just gonna get to practice some really solid spears today. All right, just got back from some spears. Probably going to try knocking out some grocery shopping just before bed tonight. Because like I said, we're focusing on sleep, so strictly in bed by 10, straight to bed. All right guys, really late because I wanted to make sure I get like 10 hours of sleep every day before leading up to this race. Just finished walking the dog and everything, so we're gonna go straight into the run, start getting ready for my next big meal. All right guys, I've finished running. I actually already went to work for the day, came back, and I did a little bit of climbing. And now the dog and I are just about to head out and play a little bit of disc golf with some friends, relax a little bit, but still walk around, get out of the house. And yeah, just have a pretty solid day. We're coming up here on some of the last few days leading into the weekend. Been taking a lot of time just to make sure I stretch and roll so that nothing goes wrong. We're probably gonna spend most of the day focusing on spears as soon as I get finished with all the things that I need to do today. So yeah, pretty excited. Guess who just threw up all over the bed. Now I'm gonna have to go wash the sheets. He doesn't look sad about it at all. And I'm just gonna go over here, kind of walk over towards the sofa, you know, just being normal. Now I'm gonna walk back into the bedroom, you know, just chill out a little bit, not do anything in particular. And help. All right guys, just getting ready for the race right now. Pretty much just packing up. It's the day of, so we're just gonna go over there and get to where we're staying, our reserved campsite. So we're just gonna have a nice overnight camp and then get ready to run. All right, yeah, so it's currently like 10 o'clock night before the race. Minor setback on the road, and I basically wound up at a standstill for like 2 hours straight. So we're here a little later than I would like to be. I would like to have been asleep like an hour and a half ago, but we finally got the tent set up. The next goal is we're just gonna put our rain fly on, throw our bed in there, and hopefully get some shut-eye in, because we need to be up roughly around 5 o'clock tomorrow to be ready for our race. Just gonna get ready for bed. All right, we are currently at the venue. Yeah, big day. One of the last 2 chances to qualify. So we're just gonna try our best. What a good day. I still cannot believe it. Yeah, we did it. That's qualification. That's 9th place, top 10 in an age group. It was a brutal race. I ran it again today, actually, just with my pass. Yeah, it was great. I don't know what it was, but I decided going into that race, it's like, I'm not gonna let anyone hold me back. So the beginning of the race is just a lot of trails. And I just knew it's like, don't get caught in a lane. Don't get caught behind people. So I really fought hard for a front position. And I think the hill training on Pilot has been paying off a lot, because I managed to run a lot of those really early hills that gave me a solid lead. I got passed back a few times. There are some faces I actually recognized from previous races and stuff like that. But I just, had to say like, hey, my pace is good enough and I'll catch him somewhere. So I gave myself no rest before any obstacle. Like, I hit the multi-rig and it was like, I wasn't quite sure I was gonna be able to hold on because my hands were so wet, but I just did it. I just hit it and ran, and it was amazing. I managed to walk that whole sandbag, which was brutal. The spear was beautiful. The spear I did earlier today was actually better than the one I did in the open, but I hit both of them. I think I finally got the stuff about a spear throw, and I think it was somewhere around the bucket carry that I knew I had it. Like, you just kind of feel it. Like, I passed this one guy who beat me in the Washington DC stadium. I remember, like, thought he was a good runner, so I was keeping up with him during the stadium, and he passed me on the sandbag because I just got gassed. But I just crushed him on that bucket carry. I did not see him for the rest of the race, and from there it was like, oh, don't get past. And it was kind of euphoric because I'm getting into the end, right? And I see this guy ahead of me, and I'm like, it's like, I don't care about like people behind me. It's like, I'm just gonna chase him down and pass him. So I sprinted the sled as fast as I could. I remember people like applauding because I was just like gunning for it. And then the monkey bars I hit so fast. And I remember he's like doing the fire jump and he pauses and like does a pose at the cameraman. And I'm just sitting there like, uh-oh, like this one's mine. And I sprint and I took him on the last stride going in. It was mine. I wanted that placement. And going in, I didn't know if I qualified or not, but I know I did the absolute best I could. I know that I had gotten better and I'd beaten someone, which is amazing. So looking at it and finishing top 9. I haven't wanted anything this bad for a really long time. Yeah, we can't rest on our laurels because we're never good enough. Now I want to hit top 5 or podium. Just hard work pays off. Yeah, I remember a quote from a documentary on the 2017 CrossFit Games by Matt Fraser, like the fittest man on earth, and he's saying like, everyone sees you for that 5-day window. They don't see you when the rest of the year, when you're working, when you're putting in the hours to train. And I just thought like this, out on the race course, there was a few times where it's like, oh, I want to walk this, but it's like, how bad do you want it? Like, you just got to show how good you've gotten. Like, you have to push it. And yeah, we did it. If you guys are out there, like a year ago, I couldn't do any of this, I had a surgery that kind of crippled me. I was struggling to maintain a 10-minute mile pace. And just, if you want it bad enough and you're willing to go after it, you can get it. Never just let people say like you started too late. It's never too late to be the best you can be. So I need to like decompress now. So thank you guys so much for watching and the support, and I hope to keep in contact with you guys and see how far the rabbit hole goes, you know. So West Virginia, here we come. 2019. Always be the best you can be.